Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. So I welcome you all to our previous year question series. We have discussed 2024 till now, 2023, 2022, and this one particular video is related to your RBI Grade B previous year questions related to finance for the year 2021. Okay, so very good evening everyone. I hope you all are well. Okay guys, so if you can hear me, if you can see me, just quickly confirm in the comment section. I hope I'm audible, I hope I'm visible. Just quickly let me know in the comment section if you can see me. Perfect. Thank you, Ajay, for confirming. Okay, guys, let's get the discussion started. So if you are preparing for your RBI Grade B examination, you can start your journey with Team Board. You can also download the Board application, and there you'll get all the PDFs related to the YouTube sessions. You can also download the previous year question ka PDF, and there are a lot of videos on the Board channel where you can directly practice the previous year questions in the video sessions itself, right? So this is the 2021 ka RBI Grade B finance related examination paper. Good evening everyone. Good evening Chetan. Okay, so the first question: out of the following, which item are classified under the revenue expenditure as per the government accounting? So before starting this question, you need to understand what is a revenue expenditure. Look, expenditure can be of two types: capital expenditure and a revenue expenditure. So if I talk about capital expenditure, it results in a asset. It results in a creation of asset, right? Or maybe payment of a liability. Either a new asset is being created. Let's suppose if I buy fixed asset, then that is a kind of capital expenditure in nature, right? The fixed asset will be useful for n number of years, for the coming years. Let's suppose if I buy a car, that's a capital expenditure. However, if I pay salaries, that's a revenue expenditure, right? So the benefit of revenue expenditure is received in the same financial year itself. Let's suppose if I pay you salary for this month, you will render me service for this month, right? That's a revenue expenditure. That's a revenue expenditure, right? So it won't be resulting in creation of any kind of asset or a settlement of liability. So the first, loan to government, loan to state government. Let's suppose we are central government and we are giving loan to state government. We are giving loan to state government. So guys, we are just giving a loan. That's an asset for us. First thing, we'll be definitely receiving interest on it, right? We'll be also receiving our principal. So that's a complete asset for us. That's not at all a revenue expenditure. Okay, so this is not at all a revenue expenditure. Next is subsidies and interest payments. Let's suppose a government organization or maybe the government of India is paying subsidies. That's a regular activity. That's a day-to-day expenditure for government. So definitely it will be a revenue expenditure. They are incurring interest payments. Obviously they must have taken loans, maybe from bank, maybe from RBI, or maybe from any other organization. Then they need to pay interest as well, right? So here subsidies, which is a part and parcel activity, right? Part and parcel activity, and interest, they both are the revenue expenditure. However, we cannot find that in the option. I think this particular option should be only second and third. Okay, so maybe there is a typing error here. Okay, the correct option will be option D. both subsidies and interest payment. Okay, both subsidies and interest payment ideally should be only 2 and 3. There is a typing mistake, right? You can read the explanation as well later on. I have already explained you all the things. Subsidies, government का काम है subsidy देना, right? It's a part day-to-day activity for the government of India. That's why it's a kind of revenue expenditure for the government. Interest payment, if they have taken a loan and they are paying interest, regular interest, then that's again a revenue nature expenditure. These expenditure are not related to acquisition of any kind of asset. They are not resulting in a creation of asset, neither they are resulting in a settlement of liability, right? Next, what is the maximum limit of FDI under the government approved route in the public sector bank, maximum permissible FDI in private sector bank, and maximum individual stake in a bank? So you need to tell the maximum FDI limit in the government approved route in public sector bank, in private sector bank, and maximum individual stake in a bank, right? So I am giving you guys answer as per the 2021 PYP. Answer D is correct, but your homework is to check the limits, and do let me know in the comment section later on after this class. Do check the limits related to FDI investments in public sector bank, private sector bank, and individual stake in the bank. So that's your homework for today. That's your homework for today. Recheck the limit whether they have changed or not, right? Next, two banks, Foodie and Goody. Okay, so let's, for the sake of simplicity, I'm taking bank F and bank G. Have the same number of outstanding shares. Number of shares same. Let's suppose 100 shares are there with bank F and 100 shares are there with bank G, right? So they do have same number of shares. Equity, capital, dividend, earnings, all are same. Equity, share capital, dividend, and earnings all are same. For the sake of simplicity, I am directly taking 100 rupee, right? You can also take 100 rupee in equity share capital, 80 rupee in dividend, 50 rupee in earning. Your choice, okay? Your choice. The answer will remain the same only. The answer will remain the same only. Which of the following is true? The earning per share of one is higher than the other. What is the earning? What do you mean by earning per share? Earning per share is nothing but earnings divided by the number of shares. So 100 divided by 100. 100 divided by 100 will be 1. 100 divided by 100 will be 1. So this is false. This statement is false. EPS of one is not higher than the other, right? This is false. Next, book value of one is higher than the other. What do you guys mean by book value? What is book value? What is the formula to calculate book value per share? Any idea? Net worth for equity shareholders divided by total number of shares. That's the formula for book value of share, right? So net worth, is it directly given? No. But how to compute net worth? I do have equity share capital, I do have earnings, right? So if I total it, I'll be definitely getting my equity share capital plus the reserves, or we can compute it the other way around as well. All the assets minus outside liabilities. In that way also you'll be getting the same thing only, right? So the net worth for equity shareholder will be the same amount only of the both the companies, because all the numbers are same, right? Equity share capital is same, earning is same. So how can the book value of the share will be different, right? That's again a false statement. That's again a false statement, right? That's again a false statement. We need to identify the correct statement here. Interesting question it is. अभी थोड़ा सा टाइम लग रहा है, but definitely एग्जाम में इतना टाइम नहीं लगेगा if you do have a quick grasp on the ratio analysis. That's why I'm again and again saying your accounting part is very, very important. The basics of accounting and ratio part is very, very important. Dividend of one company is higher than the other, not at all possible. The dividend amount is same, right? Dividend is the lowest, no, the dividend amount is same. PE ratio of one is higher than the other. They have given us the market price per share 1800 and 1600. So they have given us the market price 1800 and 1600. Now what is PE ratio? What do you guys mean by PE ratio? PE ratio is nothing but market price per share divided by earning per share. What is earning per share? Earning per share, so I already told you, earning per share means earnings divided by number of shares. So that will be same for both the companies. The earning is 100, the number of shares is also same. So the EPS will be 1 rupee for both the company, right? However, the PE ratio will be different. Why? Because the market price is different here. So 1800 divided by EPS 1, 600 divided by earning per share 1. So your PE ratio will definitely be different here, and the correct choice here is PE ratio of one will be higher than the other. The PE ratio of Goody Bank will be higher than the Goody Bank, right? Because it's having a higher market price. So obviously market price per share divided by earning per share is the formula. If the market price per share is higher, the numerator is higher, then definitely whatever resultant will also be higher. That's a mathematical thing, right? That's a complete mathematical thing. However, you need to know the formulas in order to solve this one. If you don't know the formula how to calculate PE ratio, then एक number गए यहीं पे, right? Next. Next is a para-based question, guys. Okay, so an organization has introduced a specialized program. First we'll be reading the paragraph and then we'll jump to the questions. An organization has introduced a specialized program designed to fulfill the India's electronic toll collection needs. This initiative provides a standardized toll collection payment system and operates nationwide, offering services such as transaction settlement, dispute resolution. The standard ensures interoperability by maintaining uniform procedures, technical standards, and business practices, allowing the users to pay the toll using their designated accounts at any toll plaza, regardless of which the entity is managing that thing, right? That toll plaza. So the first question is, which organization launched the National Electronic Toll Collection, NETC? Which organization has launched the NETC system to address India's tolling needs with a unified and interoperable solution? A direct question, a very simple question. Yes, the correct choice here is NPCI. Okay, option A is correct, NPCI is correct. Perfect. Next, the passage refers to which toll collection system and which account type used for seamless nationwide payment? Is it NFS Bank, NETC Fastag, NHAI Bank, NFS Fastag? None of the above. The correct choice here is option B, NETC Fastag, right? That's the correct choice. A very simple para-based question that we had in RBI Grade B examination 2021, right? So you can definitely get some questions like this also. So paper is always having a balance of moderate difficulty and easy level questions, right? Though I will tell you always, I will advise you to prepare at a much higher level that we are doing in our paid batches as well and on the YouTube channel as well, right? Next question. The capital market is a financial market where the long-term securities such as stocks, bonds, debentures are bought and sold. It helps in mobilizing the savings from individuals and institutions and channels them into productive settlement. So basically investment, basically it's turning your saving into investments, right, in the corporate side, thereby facilitating the economic growth. And that's how the economy grows. If you don't do investment, how the economy will grow, right? The market provides companies, governments, and other organizations with access to funds to expand and develop their operations. First question, as per SEBI 2018 circular, which payment method was introduced as an alternative to the ASBA process, ASBA process? Application supported by blocking amount is the full form of ASBA. Which payment method was introduced as an alternative to the ASBA application? Look, if you are applying with an IPO, you can either do it via ASBA, application supported by blocking amount. Sir, what is application supported by blocking amount? Look, you just have to open the net banking of your bank, if your bank is registered for that, right? You need to just apply the IPO and the amount will be freezed. However, the amount will remain in your account only. That is called application supported by blocking amount. That means you have applied for an IPO. Let's suppose 15,000 is the amount. The amount will be blocked. However, it will still be in your account only. So that's why it's called application supported by blocking the amount, right? Now, once your IPO opens, let's suppose you have been allotted in the IPO, you get the IPO. So definitely the amount will be deducted from your bank account. If you didn't get the IPO, then definitely the amount will be unfreezed at the spot, right? So they will unfreeze the amount, right? That's how it works. So this is number one approach, and the second approach, which was introduced in 2018 as per the SEBI circular, was a UPI approach. You can also do the blocking of your amount via UPI, via a mandate, right? You can also go for a UPI mandate. You can block the amount with your UPI ID as well in your bank account. So option A is correct. Okay, very good everyone. Next, which of the following statement about financial regulatory bodies in India are correct? इससे ज़्यादा simple question नहीं आ सकता. SEBI regulates the commodity market, SEBI regulates the capital market, RBI regulates the NBFCs. Which of the following is the correct? इससे ज़्यादा simple question नहीं आ सकता, right? So which of the following is correct here? Obviously, all of the above is correct, right? All are correct here. Application supported by blocking amount. Application supported by blocked amount application for IPO can be submitted through which of the following? Post office, any commercial bank, SCSBs, only through RBI, or none of the above? अब देखो यार, कुछ ऑप्शन तो डायरेक्टली एलिमिनेट हो रहे हैं. पोस्ट ऑफिस, अरे पोस्ट ऑफिस में कभी आईपीओ लगता है क्या? आरबीआई, अच्छा आरबीआई इतना खाली बैठा हुआ है कि अब तुम्हारे आईपीओ लगाएगा? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. नन ऑफ द अबव, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. दो ऑप्शन बचे जिसमें कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है, एनी कमर्शियल बैंक और एससीएसबीस. दो ही कंफ्यूजन यहां पे आपको होने चाहिए. ओके, दो ही कंफ्यूजन यहां पे हमको होने चाहिए. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक गाइस शुड बी द करेक्ट चॉइस? Any commercial bank or SCSBs? The correct choice here is SCSBs. SCSBs are self-certified syndicate banks, right? Self-certified syndicate banks. Basically, SEBI has authorized these banks to accept an IPO application from the investor. So if you are an investor, let's suppose if you go to the IDBI bank, it is an SCSB, it's authorized by SEBI. So definitely you can apply via it, right? So your bank should be SCSB, SEBI approved for IPO. Not all the commercial banks allow it. Next, again it's a para-based question. Launched in January 2016, a new model was introduced to boost the investment in India's road infrastructure. This model blends features of two earlier approaches, EPC, which is engineering, procurement and construction, and BOT, build, operate and transfer model. In EPC model, the government, especially the NHAI, funds the construction and retains all the responsibility, including the toll collection, the maintenance. In contrast, the BOT model entrusts the private players with building, operating and maintaining the roads for a fixed period before handling it to the government. This new hybrid model has shown promising results in its early stages. Let's have a look at the question. Which road development model introduced in 2016 and designed as a hybrid of EPC and BOT framework has gained traction by balancing the government funding with private participation? So which is a hybrid model of EPC and BOT? So one of the model is a hybrid model. Hybrid annuity model. Very good. Okay, hybrid annuity model, HAM model. The public-private partnership model facilitates the collaboration between government and private players for project development. In which of the following sector? The triple P model most commonly implemented. जिसने कुछ नहीं पढ़ा होगा वो भी इसका आंसर कर पाएगा, राइट? सिर्फ कॉमन सेंस वाला क्वेश्चन है, सिर्फ कॉमन सेंस वाला क्वेश्चन है, राइट? All these things, why we are doing it? For infrastructure purpose, right? For infrastructure purpose. Option C. A very simple question, right? In the above model discussed above, what is the ratio of this support between the construction and operation? So they are talking about the model that we just that hybrid model that we discussed, EPC and BOT ka collaboration. What is the ratio of this support between the construction and operation? (40-60). Okay. Government here is paying 40% of the project cost during the construction phase, and the remaining 60 will be paid to the developer over the fixed period as annuities here during the operational phases, right? Next, again a para-based question and a very simple question, right? A direct question. To foster innovation in the financial sector while ensuring the consumer protection, RBI has adopted a regulatory sandbox approach. This framework allows for the live testing of the new financial products or services in a controlled and regulatory environment. It helps innovators to test their products with limited regulations and real user before a full-scale deployment. Recently, RBI has announced what under this framework? The theme of this is cross-border पेमेंट्स. अब यहीं पे इसका आंसर लिया हुआ है, राइट? सो आइडियली इस पैसेज के अंदर ये तो नहीं होना चाहिए था, ठीक है? दिस इज अ ब्लंडर, ये तो नहीं होना चाहिए था एटलीस्ट, राइट? द करेक्ट आंसर हियर इज कोहोर्ट, एंड डू लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, मे बी लेटर ऑन, डू योर ओन रिसर्च, द रीसेंट कोहोर्ट, द नेम ऑफ द रीसेंट कोहोर्ट, द लास्ट कोहोर्ट दैट हैपेंड in the RBI regulatory sandbox. Again, it's an important topic considering the importance of fintech companies and innovation that's been taking place in India, right? A financial market is a marketplace, बहुत ही simple question, where buyers and sellers trade financial instruments like stocks, bonds, currencies, derivative. It plays a crucial role in the economy by facilitating the allocation of resources, raising capital, transferring risk and ensuring liquidity. The financial markets are essential for economic development as they help in mobilizing the savings, providing investment opportunities, and enabling the efficient pricing of assets. Which of the following institution function as a depository in the Indian financial market? कौन सी डिपॉजिटरीज होती है इंडियन फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स में? अच्छा, ये चीज होमवर्क है ना चेतन, ये चीज होमवर्क है. सब लोग कोहोर्ट का नाम मुझे लेटर ऑन रिसर्च करिए, कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना, ठीक है? तो दो होमवर्क हो गए, एक तो एफपीआई वाला, ठीक है, इन पब्लिक सेक्टर, प्राइवेट सेक्टर एंड इंडिविजुअल होल्डिंग इन बैंक, राइट? वो वाला होमवर्क हो गया, और एक ये वाला हो गया. द करेक्ट चॉइस हियर इज बोथ फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड. सो सीडीएसएल एंड एनएसडीएल, राइट? एनएसडीएल का तो आईपीओ भी आने वाला है अगर आप लोग अपडेटेड हो गए फाइनेंशियल मार्केट से. सो सीडीएसएल एंड एनएसडीएल इज द करेक्ट चॉइस हियर. अच्छा, डिपॉजिटरीज होती क्या समझना? एक इन्वेस्टर है, लेट सपोज आई एम द इन्वेस्टर, मैं स्टॉक किससे खरीदूंगा, शेयर किससे खरीदूंगा, ऑब्वियसली स्टॉक ब्रोकर से। मेरा स्टॉक ब्रोकर है मान लो एंजल वन, एंजल वन मेरा स्टॉक ब्रोकर है, ठीक है, लेट सपोज, ठीक है, हाँ एनएससी भी आ रहा है। अब क्या मैंने एचडीएफसी बैंक का स्टॉक खरीदा, लेट सपोज आई बॉट स्टॉक ऑफ एचडीएफसी बैंक, सो डू यू गाइस थिंक दैट दिस स्टॉक विल बी देयर विथ एंजल वन? नो, इट विल बी पार्क्ड विथ अ डिपॉजिटरी। व्हाई? एंजल वन गया तो मेरा स्टॉक भी गया, राइट, एंजल वन गया तो मेरा स्टॉक भी गया, एंड दैट्स अ बिग प्रॉब्लम इन क्रिप्टो करेंसीज इन इंडिया। देयर इज अ बिग प्रॉब्लम इन क्रिप्टो करेंसीज इन इंडिया। एक्सचेंज गया, ब्रोकर गया, आपका पैसा भी गया। However, it's not like the case in stock market. We do have depositories, NSDL and CDSL. Definitely, they will be holding your stocks, your mutual funds on your behalf, right? Next, which of the following financial institution serves as a primary regulatory authority of capital market in India? ये क्वेश्चन एग्जाम के अंदर नहीं आ सकता है, ठीक है, 2025 के अंदर नहीं आना चाहिए। आ भी सकता हो तो भी नहीं आना चाहिए, ठीक है। ये आ रहा है तो जो पढ़ के जा रहा है, जो नहीं पढ़ के जा रहा है, उसका सबका बराबर हो जाएगा। यस, FTX इज वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल चेतन रिलेटेड टू क्रिप्टो एक्सचेंज। Who is the capital market regulator in India? SEBI is the capital market regulator, right? आरबीआई तो मनी मार्केट रेगुलेट करता है ना, आरबीआई तो मनी मार्केट रेगुलेट करता है, सो सेबी इज द कैपिटल मार्केट रेगुलेटर इन इंडिया। ओके गाइस, नेक्स्ट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द नेम ऑफ द पेमेंट रेगुलेटर दैट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 2007? पेमेंट रेगुलेटर दैट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 2007। पेमेंट रेगुलेटर, NPCI, देखो ना इसके नाम में ही पेमेंट है यार। CCIL तो क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन, राइट, नेशनल पेमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया, ठीक है। सो द करेक्ट आंसर हियर विल बी NPCI, okay, NPCI. Okay guys, so that's all from my end for today. This was a very short session, right? So thank you so much everyone. मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो के अंदर कल फाइनेंस करंट अफेयर्स के अंदर at 8 PM Thursday. Okay, so bye bye, take care, see you soon tomorrow and day after tomorrow as well, both in the finance current affairs series and MCQs related to the finance current affairs. Okay, so bye bye, take care. और लेवल बढ़ा के पढ़ना, 2021 का बेस बिल्कुल भी लेके मत पढ़ना, right? As per my understanding, this is a very very simple and a direct paper, right? Okay. देखो यार, अभी ज्यादा कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन है नहीं इससे, इसके रिगार्ड में आते ही डेफिनेटली वीडियो बना देंगे, है ना, कोई ना कोई वीडियो डेफिनेटली चैनल पे बना देंगे, ठीक है जी। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन, थैंक यू, बाय बाय, टेक केयर।